on Christmas, we often celebrate much about the extras of the story. And here you saw a bunch of extras being displayed to help you also focus on the extras. And sometimes I think we can maybe lose heart of what the heart of the message is. Why did Jesus come to this earth? What is Christmas all about? What did the angels say? And as we look back, and please feel free to join me at Luke 2. And the angel said, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people." What is this good news? Many have heard that those words, good news, is what gospel means. So what's the gospel? What is the good news? What is it that we can share with others? Maybe even more so during Christmas. People can be open to this than any other time, but also all through the year. What is this gospel? As we look on, what's it say? Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. For those who realize they need to be saved, we really want to look at that question tonight. For those who realize they need to be saved, there is incredible news in the gospel. A Savior has come. You don't need to save yourself. You don't need to look elsewhere, try to figure out. You don't need to question, how can I possibly be saved? A Savior has come. And who is the Savior? He is Christ the Lord. So it's not just someone where you sign up, okay, I'll take that. But He's come to be two things. He's come to be Savior. He's come to be Lord. So the first question is, do we need a Savior? Do we need a Savior? And I fear sometimes Christian culture has maybe gone too far to make it where we almost don't need a Savior. Who needs a Savior? Only people that are seriously in trouble. Right? Only people that might have terrible things happen to them if they're not saved. Could that be talking about you and me? We're not in trouble, but for the most part. I don't know, maybe someone has a hidden life I don't know about, but for the most part, we're good people. I'm a good person, you're a good person. We don't. Do we really need a Savior? Do we really need a Savior? This is a crucial question. Because Jesus Christ came, what does Luke 19 tell us? Luke 19 verse 10 say, "For the Son of Man came to seek and to save those who are lost." Other places said Jesus came to save sinners. Are you a sinner? Am I a sinner? And I've been taught, I grew up in Christian culture, and I remember being taught many times, the definition of sinner is what? Someone who sinned at least once. And I assume everybody here would admit quickly they've sinned at least once, especially if you have a friend nearby or a husband or wife, who if you claimed you hadn't sinned, my wife could stand up and say, I will challenge that. Phil definitely has sinned, and your husband or wife probably changed it, and friends could. So I've been taught if we've sinned at least once, that makes us a sinner. And that means we have to go to hell unless we what? Unless we believe in Jesus, because no sin can enter heaven. So if we've sinned at least once, we're a sinner. We have to go to hell unless we believe in Jesus. Then we get to go to heaven and be a Christian in that. And that has some truth in it. That has some truth in it. The Bible's clear that no sin can enter heaven. But the truth is irrelevant to the gospel. God is not looking for people that are willing to admit they sinned at least once. No one's going to hell because they sinned once. What kind of God is that? I remember thinking before God captured my heart and opened my eyes to spiritual truth. I remember thinking, yeah, I guess I believe it. Everyone's teaching me it, but it's not fair.